Why, hello there.
How are you? Good to see you. It's been a while, chat. It's been a while. This week has been killer. But yes, we are finally continuing with the Elden Ring. Let's play. Hello, Xavier. Hey, Nobre. Look, he's homophobic. Filthy, stinking omen children. We don't want your kind here. Corrupted the whole lot of them. Hey, yo, John. Alright, today we are doing a lot of the side content, which I have been neglecting, because I've been so focused on main story. We have so many side bosses and crap that we gotta do. I also think I need to pick up some runes somewhere. Let's do that, there we go. Also, I was starting here because I wanted to take a quick look at Redmane. And besides the whole Banished Knight weapons hanging everywhere, of course you got this thing. Oh right, I can't. I can't do violence here, even though there's no one to do violence to. Whoopsie. Anyway. We got our Gothic chapel thing here. I don't think there's another one that uses this statue. I know the one in Anticipation is just the lady with her arm extended out. And the one in, what's it called? Soul, I think, is the vessel pourer? No, I think it's just her standing. I have to actually check now. Now I have to know. Yeah. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to check out real quick before starting out was looking at these gates. Because, yeah, it's pretty consistent now. The whole Erdtree relief above these specific kinds of gates. You got them here. On this side, too. See? Right there at the tippy top. Then you got the same thing up there. Yes, stay dead. Over there. There we go. And over here on the front gates. So yeah. All these gates with the portcullis. Oh yeah, regarding my theory about Vendrick and the country of Orma and Reeve, the guy with the Orma Great Shield is an Iron Keep as well, so it ain't just one guy, but a legion of knights. Yeah, it's definitely something interesting to bring up there. To bring up there, Nobre. I'll have to look into it more. Might be something worth adding to Drang Lake, or maybe as a separate separate post on Orma and Reeve. Because they don't really mention them outside of like a side thing in Undead Crypt, so I might be able to expand on them into a proper article, depending on how major the topic is. Grand Lift, no. Yeah, nothing else oh, right, I know what I want to look at. Where is it? Castle Soul, there you are. This is the chapel. Is that statue used in the sewers? Yes, it's the same statue. So they use the statue to represent America in most cases. Obviously, Shaded Castle's a huge exception for that. That's for all the statues, though. Okay, yeah, use the Vessel Pourer. Okay, so I was right. I was like, no, it's not the Vessel Pourer, is it? Yeah, it's the Vessel Pourer. So they use the same thing at Redmane and Soul. Okay, so the only ones that are unique are Stormveil, which makes sense, because Crucible. So Stormveil. Hello, you're not supposed to clip? Oh, right, you. Thank you. I'm so glad I still get armor pieces from ghosts. Don't know how that works, but thank you. Anyway, as I was saying. But yeah, that statue's used in the sewers, too. At least the basic image. I don't remember if they use the vessel in any of them. Anyway. Now for the important stuff I care about. Farum Great Bridge, I think? Hey there, Smooky. Hey, I am good to see ya. Hey, that guy I mentioned in some of the first streams I was here that was making the boss designs of Elden Ring finally made a new episode. Oh, is that so? Send the link on the FromSoftware channel on the Discord, Xavier. I'd love to check that out. Also, let's see. Oh, I'm not set. I'm not ready for this. Let's see. God, if the DLC adds a thing that increases, like, comet sorceries or whatever in your offhand, God, I'm gonna be so broken. Let's see. Terra Magica. Actually, you know what? Why not? Oh, I'm like, wait a second. Oh, right. There we go. Almost forgot what my setup was originally. We've done so many episodes of not Let's Play that now that we're doing the Let's Play proper, it's like, oh, wait a second, I have to actually be fully decked out. Do you want me to at you? No, that's fine. Just drop it there. I'll find it. I'll scroll through. Hey, Rabucha! Good to see you! I don't know why I'm Russian suddenly. Just get a little closer, okay, buddy? Well, I guess that works. I'm still alive somehow, so. Alright, so pretty close. I just need to be, not as far away as I was. But we can totally do this. Grail can totally die. You can join Grail in the grave. He's alive! I know, Chaotic, I'm alive. Hello, Peddler. Close enough, I'm Polish, actually. Oh, that was totally... Whoa, what do you know? I randomly got it geographically correct. Who do think? Oh, yeah. Too close. God, I hate this theme. Alright, chat. I'm not one to do this, but I'm so tired of hearing this song. Loki using the easy build, shake my head. It's not my fault, no, Bray. Why? Why does this exist? I'm just exemplifying a point. Why does this exist in a FromSoft game? Well, if this doesn't work, nothing will. There we go. I don't know if that Crepus Vial was useful in that regard, but that was cool. I mean, this didn't work at all, right? Because it didn't have any FP for that, but that's kind of neat. Yeah, we're in nighttime, so... Ah, there he is. There's the Night Cavalry man. Let's go down and say hi. Worst stock theme, field boss music sucks ass! You. Totally. I am, like I said, I'm not overly impressed with, oh, that's neat. I'm not overly impressed with, the Elden Ring OST. There's a few good tracks. I think people love, people really seem to love the Godskin. Yeah, I should've known. Should've known that would be too much. I was like, maybe I could survive that now. You made the build in your character, so... Listen, I was just making a sorcerer build with dex. I was like, okay, we'll just do a source dex build. I don't usually do source dex builds. And it just so happens that I choose to do a sorcerer build for the one game where they give you infinite FP with a fire my laser, murder everything button. Like, it's not my fault that they literally created a delete boss mechanic. All I just want to say is that anyone who wants to talk about Elden Ring difficulty, my only answer to them is comma to Zer. It's literally just two things. Negate your FP and press button. You can't give me any excuse about like, oh, you could do that in other games too with all these right buffs and materials and total stacking. It's like, yeah. Good luck an average player figuring that out. Anyone who plays Sorcerer is going to naturally gravitate to this because it's so obvious. Oh, wait, speaking of obvious, I should be obviously changing my daytime before I do this. That way we can actually get the boss. Why am I so stupid? There I posted, thank you, Xavier. Alrighty, people. Yeah, so sorry I've been out for most of the week. Not my intention. Just a bunch of different factors kind of came together and was like, okay, I guess I'm just not gonna... do this. Alright, come on, you're not far away yet, right? Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Bloodhound Step? Wait, this is how you get Bloodhound Step? I thought that would be from, like, one of those stupid doggy boys. Where is it? Ash of War grants the armament, the keen affinity, and the following skill. Bloodhound skill that allows the user to become temporarily invisible while dodging at high speed, moves faster, and travels farther than a regular quick step. This skill can be used to circle. No, yeah, this is for the Bloodhound guys, right? That's them in the... Oh. Die. You stupid. Guys, I don't think this horse is supposed to survive. Uh-oh, I glitched it. Whoopsie! The Bloodhound Step on the Knight's Cavalry. Yeah, this is breaking my brain. Bloodhound's the name of the actual little doggy, the men who have a big dog fetish, right? They want some dommy mommy to step on them. Like to wear leather on good old knights. Unless the idea is that our Knight Cavalry friend killed the Bloodhound who was here, because maybe he was looking for Malekith as Garank or whatever. He's like, teach me the ways of the wolf, Sir Dogman. I need to be a better dogman. I need to be a good boy. You did the thing. What was the thing, John? If it's the glitch, then yeah. Because someone was showing that on Discord the other day, right? Or maybe the other week. I don't remember. Time blends together for me. Knight Cavalry was once a Bloodhound Knight? Ooh, that's an interesting idea. Because, I can't recall exactly, but we do have a Ash of War that lets you meet the Knight Cavalry's trainer, right? So, and we don't have an exact origin on either the Knight Cavalries or the Bloodhound Knights outside of this. I wonder, what if the Knight Cavalry were trained by a Tarnished? And it was like when Morgott actually, you know, let Tarnished into the capital before he said they were foul. Filthy stinking omen. Anyway, what's next? Did we get the Death... I remember someone saying there was a Deathrite bird. I don't know why I remember this specifically, but I remember someone saying there was a Deathrite bird here. I don't remember if we killed it, so... was Loki working on cool things while no stream? Maybe, John. Maybe not. Who's to say? all I have to say is, I hope you guys like Demon Souls illustrations. Okay, so where's this bird supposed to be? I may have killed it. I honestly don't remember. Well, I know somebody said there's a bird here. Go on, birdie. How many giant corpses do I have to desecrate? God, that squish is the worst part about that. Like, everything about this thing, like, I'm okay with, but then I hear the sound, and it's just like, ew. Ew. Well, thank goodness you're dead, boyo. Ah, isn't that a beautifully scenic look at this hour? I don't know why there's light there, but I'll take it. Yeah, his astrologer lore essay he's doing instead of Godfrey's essay. I haven't actually started on astrologers. I'm just focusing on Godfrey, but man, you guys tempt me. You make me want to do a astrologer thing next, because I'm really interested in sorcerer lore the more you guys chat about it. Necro stuff? No! No, Hyam! No Necro stuff. Why do I do Necro stuff? He isn't real. Oh! Well, I guess I could do you. Alright, sir. I see you brought the toys. Let's get to the foreplay and cut straight to the climax. And there we go. He just couldn't take it, chat. He just couldn't put out. Time to find a new partner. Alright, what else do I have to... Is that it? Actually, since it's nighttime, let's keep going, because I don't know if there's going to be, like, another one. Maybe there's one, like, further down here or something. Mimic Tears are Albinorics, which is better. Let's see. I don't like filthy stinking silvers, so it doesn't matter. They're all the same to me. Actually, I'm technically role-playing my sorcerer right now, right? So, we're not playing my confessor. So let's see, Mimic Tears or Albinorics? I don't know, I think Mimic Tears seem like they'd be more fun. They could, like, become anyone or anything, right? So, just seems like more useful in more situations. Albinorics, I'm sorry to say, having it where you either got Dumpy Frogman who can't speak, or Old Man who can't move, I don't know. Doesn't seem like some good options. I mean, I guess there's always the waifu version, but they're furries. They like their wolves. Not into Yif, sorry. But I was on a date with Fia yesterday. Yeah, okay, sure, I am. I'm sure she was very wonderful in that dream you had. He hasn't beaten the game yet, so his house are usually first impressions, but since this is the Red Wolf of Radigan and he has met Turtle Pope, he's at least has something. Mimic Tears also don't disintegrate and can walk. Oh, that's true. It's true, they don't just disappear because they're imperfect. Loki's gonna turn into a white girl after he learns about astrology. Why would I turn into a white girl? Oh, I get. It clicked. I had to think, that one I had to think for a second, but it clicked. I clapped Fia's cheeks while she was in her beauty sleep in dung hell. Why would you clap her cheeks? I mean, I know they're very puffy, and they're very cute when they pout, Nobre. But, like, why clap them? You just clap with your hands. I don't think there'd be a night cavalry here, right? Because there's already, like, so much on this road, and there's stuff in the way of it, so I feel like that would probably get... Yeah, go away. Go away, you dumb T-Rex dog. No one likes you. Hey, boys. That ain't what I meant. Oh, it really? I never would have guessed. I mean, what else could clapping on his cheeks mean? This post was made by the Church of Noxtella. I'm a Nox priestess and I approve this message. Actually, they're all women, right? So it's I'm a Nox priestess and I approve this message. Well, I ain't seeing anything that I can kill. So if there's anything else in Kayla I should know about, please tell me. I know there's something here. So let's do this. Loki's scared to admit it because I'm here. Alright. Let's figure this out, chat. Oh. Oh, I screwed up! Okay, so I don't know how you messed up that much, but I'll take it. Alright. Where is he? There he is. Ow! He learned the art of dodging. How could he? Alright, chat. It's official. He beat me. I can't do this. Like, what was I supposed to do, chat? No! I must! I must keep the meme alive! Alright, he's dead. Commodore! Commodore, everybody. Gravity Stone, Peddler's Bell Bearing. Okay. Alright, I forget. When do I need to... Oh, I can pretty much do it now. Okay. This'll work, right? No, we need to do several. Alright. This'll be enough, I think? Yeah. Alright, we hit the max intelligence we're gonna go. At 80. Now, I have to decide if I'm gonna focus on vigor or mind. I don't know, I want to keep the meme alive and just go mind, but vigor might be better for the Melania fight. I think we might be... Let's test this. 4, ha ha ha. 5, ha ha ha. 6, ha ha ha. 7, no. Well. Alright, we need more. Clearly I need more mind. Actually, what does this do? Spells consume less FP, but max HP is reduced. Yeah, that's good to keep. Io, Nart, please roast his waifu choices. What about my waifu choices? I have impeccable choice. Got that Dragon Burrow, West scaling. Mine time. Yeah, exactly, Platty. Yeah, that's the tough one? Good, I got him. Keeping a meme the memes. Let's see. What else can I do now? Actually, I think it might be time we can do this, too. Like, I don't remember us ever doing these guys here, so let's do that. Fia smells like a mausoleum, bro. Give up. Yeah, I don't want to hear from the fish lady. What are Loki's favorite waifus, though? I mean, there's so many waifus in the universe. It's so hard to pick my favorite from any given series off the top of my head. But maybe one day we'll do a waifu stream, or I'll do a tier list of all my my favorite waifus. Then you all can roast me there about how Asuka is totally not best girl, even though she is. Oh, well. Oh, there's a... Not how I wanted to do this, but okay. That works. Alright. Damn it. A spike shield, huh? Cosms is lol. I'm a dead pregnant fish. It's a fish, at least she's interesting. There we go. Fun fact, I was killing all the bell-bearing hunters a while ago, and I noticed that the field boss versions have a bigger death explosion than the guy at Shaded Castle. Huh, wonder if it's because he's a spirit. Bro, he likes a girl who gets more impaled than the impaler himself. Hey gamers, how goes gaming? Hey, Emperor Gravelush or Gravelane. Good to see you. Things are going fine. We're doing a bunch of side content in Elden Ring to celebrate me being back to streaming today. Where is the stupid summon thing? Oh, right, I have to talk to it, don't I? Yeah, okay. Alright, what are my options? Sorcerer might be the one with the biggest problems. Let's do this guy first. Alright, I'm gonna test something. How much can Karian Slicer carry me? Not at all. Not at all. He does not get flinched. Good to know. I'm let down they didn't do more with this jar. I'm let down that they have this jar block my Coliseum. Well, you know what this means, chat? Stars are ruined. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Like, hello? Boy, I can see this getting old real fast, chat. Oh, wow. Actually missed. Don't see that every day. Oh, we also have the other giant boy in Caelid we have to get to eventually. Aren't these gores sourced from Simps? All the grab from being hugged by Fia? No, that's the Fia boss summons, I think. These guys seem to just be, I think these guys are just sourced from who battles the Jar spirits, I think. So I think it's people who previously won this victory. Though I think because we're playing offline, I'm just fighting other NPCs. Yeah, I think I'm fighting, like, the preset guys. Yeah, because it's the same ones here. Is Koss also a waifu? I'm sure by some people's standards, like Nardi. Okay. Alright, here we go. I didn't want to do it this way, but... Oh, he's gonna use the shield. We only have so many flasks, okay, buddy? There we go. Only required one, though. Alright, that's one down. Yeah, we want to do this from low, so that way we don't have any possible dodge missing or anything like that. Oh, offline is no fun. It's not like Invasion is a way for you. You're not taunting or summoning. Yeah, but we're already offline, so might as well. What? Well, I can't use Carian Slicer. I didn't know you could parry Carian Slicer. Well, fuck you. Does that mean a Dark Wraith can also be a waifu? If that's so, then hitting on them wasn't a mistake. You hit on the skull mask, bro. Oh no. What has happened to my chat? I've turned you all into degenerates. Or do I just attract all the degenerates? Fia fucked a dead fish man and got pregnant. Case in point, dead fish monsters are hot. Even your wife who loves them. Get parried, nerd! Well, today I learned that you can get parried for using Carian Slicer. I'll be honest, I wish these guys would permanently stay dead. Like, this is just obnoxious, having to do this every time, because I know they're gonna shoot me if I don't do this. Like, I know that's a thing. It gets kind of annoying. Also, that's a lot of gravel stone. Yeah, holy hell, where did all this gravel stone come from? Huh? Is this from the whole Dragon Barrow demarcation? Because this is like, this is Caelid, this leads to Caelid Dragon Barrow. That's a lot. That's a lot more gravel stone than I was expecting. Well, let me guess, I have to kill all three of them all over again. How can you find a cosmic alien hot? Sheesh, even Loki has better taste than you. Wow. I like how my tastes are now in suspect just because I said that the hot girl is objectively hot. I joke about simping for Fia, and now everyone thinks I'm a necrophiliac. Clearly, I made some mistakes in life. The golem is a dragon. I have to do this again, huh? Fine. This is a bad position for me to be in. Whoop. Are you kidding me? There we go. Whew. What a waste of some flasks. Alright, I won't make the same mistake as last time. It's clear that using my melee stuff on guys that can parry me is just gonna get me killed. See, look how easy that was, chat. Now I'm curious about this guy because he looks like he'd be a squishy boy. Where is he? There he is. This guy might be squishy. So we'll see. If not, I will regret everything. This guy, though, I'll try to have fun. Oh. I was not expecting that. Oh, you piece of shit. So you can parry. But you can't parry well, apparently. And it's done. Alright, chat, I did it. What do you think, Pop Man? Oh, you're laughing. Cute. Alright, Pot's been done. Alright, chat, so a few things worth pointing out here. Obviously, we have the Colosseum. But remember... Oh, wow, you can see inside all the fleshy bits. What interests me about this area is this. If you'll notice, we see the stone tiling that is similar to the highway tiling used in the Summon Water Village Celia highway up above, outside of a few spots. It doesn't use the Erd Tree tiling, it's plain. Now some of you may be wondering, Loki, why is that important? Because there are golems here. And this tells me that much like Morn Castle... Where is it? Here. Much like Castle Morn, and how there's highways and things from the old civilization, and then an old civilization golem here. That tells me there was something else here before the Colosseum was built. Hey, you never know. With how long we have to wait for this DLC, I'm kind of hoping at this point we're just going to start seeing Miyazaki showing off locations from pre-Erd Tree civilization history. Oh, cool. Alright, what else do I have to do? There's something here, I think? I forget where we have to jump down. Loki, the interesting part of this game is the stone flooring. Exactly! See, John, I'm so glad you understand. Who cares about all this combat and gameplay? It's the floor lore. The floor, you might say. Wait. I don't remember the jar moving at all, ever. Well, apparently he does. He laughs. He gets a good ho 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 out of all this. I don't remember where we're supposed to be jumping down. I don't think it's here. Yeah, no, I think it has to be closer to roots, like actual roots. Not like the movie or TV series or whatever it's called. The Floor Gang. It's like, yeah, floor lore, the floor. Yeah. Alright, it's next to Fort Faros. I remember now. I have so many ideas about the golems, imps, guardians, etc. The fact that you can stun them using crystal darts is very I have to look more into crystal darts and stuff to get an idea. But I'm not too surprised. Based on the fact that they're supposed to be kind of like the equivalent of like automatons / magical mechs. In a sense. So I'm not like too surprised. I think we jump down here-ish. Here it is. Well, that was too much. I forgot how I did this. You can use the wind spring to make this easy. Oh, can I? Can I just jump using that? Let's try it. I figured it was too close inland to actually work, but we'll see. Yeah, if I actually push it a little, I could definitely do it. Alright, let's try it one more time. Ah, there's a wall! There's some sort of wall there. Maybe they patched it. Fun fact, the Bloody Slash Godric Knight gets damage buff when a bleed proc happens, like the Lord of Blood's Exaltation, White Mask, and Mogun's out. Basically everything to do with Mog, yeah. Yeah, that's why it's probably that that Blood Boy might be, at the very least, on the way to becoming a Mog servant, if not already, like, a Mog agent in disguise. Or, I guess you could say a double agent. Okay, chat, I forgot how we did this originally, so I'm just gonna... What? No, no, no! I thought I had a double jump! Why don't you give me double jump? Do you have any idea what the star imagery in the debate hall flooring is about? I know that sorta caught your attention when I first posted the pics, but I'm kind of conflicted on the symbolism. There's clearly stars, and then there's the sun. I don't know if it's necessarily the sun, Nardi. I think it just might be two different depictions of stars. That said, if you wanted my general opinion, I think that it's just whether or not, regardless of whether you think it's the sun or just the stars and the sun or whatever, right? I think the general gist would be that the sorcerers of Rare Lucaria are interested in the stars, and that would include the sun by nature because it's part of that larger concept of the cosmos, probably. But obviously, they don't focus on the sun at all. There's not like a sun class. Because obviously sun has to do with gold, and their main focus is the stars of night. So they only seem to care about the sun so far as when does the day end. Okay, so that worked. That's good. Alright. Icebear controlling Torrent can be such a crapshoot sometimes. Like, how does that do damage, do you think? Explain that to me. Whew. Thought I was gonna slip down and get myself killed. I don't think this will work, even though I would love it to. So let's try this. Fuck. This is a bad position to be in. Yeah, it's a bad position to be in. I swear, this, I think, might be the toughest enemy in the entire game. As far as, like, singular enemies go. He is so tanky. It's kind of ridiculous. Whoop. Oh. Oh, now you come to serve me, huh? He can't stick close to this stuff either. Oh my. Get anywhere near him, he does. Ugh, I hate it. This is the only enemy like this. I know, it's so. Ugh. But if you get close to him, he just kills you. Gross. This might be the rest of the stream, honestly. We won't even get out of Caelid because of this guy. It's very obvious the moon imagery was added later. It's always depicted in silver rather than so. Oh no, I agree with you. The focus on the moon that we see in some of the later imagery is definitely later, for sure. Which makes sense because Renala makes the moon prominent in Raya Lucaria later on. In fact, in relatively recent history. So that much, for sure. Alright, so. There we go. Why do you take... I swear this game. Again, I'm not sure if this will work, but we were able to do it the other way, so maybe something like this will do. I'm trying to think. Wait. Wait. Oh my god, chat, we almost did it. I think we can do this. Yep. Damn. But no, Ronnie's Dark Moon did in fact let us do the damage we wanted. Caelid is Florida. Not enough gators. These enemies take ridiculous critical damage, so your main method of damage should be staggering them. Yeah, the problem is, Xavier, in case you haven't noticed, my spells don't do a lot of stagger damage. So I have to get close, and the problem is, if I mess up once, I die. Like, they just do stupid damage to my squishy sorcerer, so... I'm ruling that option out. I'm actually kind of curious, what spell does the most stagger damage out of all of them? didn't take damage there. That was close. Of course you take damage there. What are you? You dumbass. You dumbass! I'm actually kind of curious, though. I want to test something. Not that. That I can accept losing 23k. Alright, so he doesn't automatically get up as soon as I'm close, so that's good. Let's try doing this at an angle. Yeah. Not bad. Woo! Alright. So far, so good. Nah, it's not gonna work. There we go, and he's dead. That's it? That's all? Nothing else? There's no special reward? Or did I kill him before already and I forgot? Well, whatever. Nah, he's a unique enemy, right? He doesn't respawn. They wouldn't do that to me. Lanedale is California. It's not enough of a shithole. Not enough homeless people on the street. I think the gravity stones, well, your Ash of War should do a lot of stagger. Oh, that's cool. Good to know. Good reward drop. I got the giants, sorry, the golems, the golem's axe, I guess, so that's something. One of the stuff is why that particular pattern is upside down compared to the bottle stopper on the Celestial Dew. Yeah, you did point that out, right? Looks like there's some stuff there on the Nox stuff. I wonder how much that is intentional, or if that's a case of, like, they're reusing assets where they're like, this was originally a Karian thing, and then they decided to make it purely Nox-related. Curious. Oh, he's back. Oh, no, he does respawn. So I might have killed him already, chat. Well, for VOD viewers who knew in an earlier live stream I had already killed this guy, well, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Oh, there we go. What a waste of time. Okay, what else do I have to do here, chat? Is there a Deathrite bird here, or anywhere else I should be aware of? It rains too much, yeah. Aren't the Misbegotten homeless? You know what? You're right. So we'll just consider the Pagan Quarter LA. I guess the main Golden Quarter can be like Orange County or some shit. Where else? I think there's one here. He's a regular enemy. Regular question quotation marks. Yeah. Well. Man, I hope I don't attract any prawn. Oh, lovely. Okay, so where the hell would... Where would our death bird be? Again, I don't remember, chat, if I've already killed the bird here or not. I might have. It's been so long since I looked at a list. Yeah, we checked the Celia one already, Xavier. Nothing popped up there, so I think I might have killed it already. Oh. Even if that's the case, there's tons of other little breadcrumbs that connect the Nox to the Carians. Oh, I agree with you, Nardi. There's no denying that the Nox and the Carians have been in contact for some time. The fact that there's a well, here at their homeland gives ample... where is it? Here it is, the well. The fact that the Deep Ainsel well is here, as well as... It's not here, right? No, yeah, it's the Shifra. I forgot. Where is Ainsel? No, this is Shifra. Ah, right. Over here. So the fact that we have one of the two wells in Liurnia here leads me to believe that, yeah, there probably was some contact between the Nox and the Carians. Between everything else. I mean, yeah, the Albanorics, who get apparently kicked out from the Eternal Cities, it would seem. And they end up under Caria care, where Carians perform their own experiments to turn them into waifu bait. Because, of course Renala would. You can check your death-related items and spells to see what you have killed. That's true, I could do that. But we have to check a list for that. I've been avoiding lists right now. I think we still have to kill this guy here, I believe. Let's do that. So yeah, I think that there's I agree. I think even if we like account for all the possible mitigating factors, there's definitely a Carian-Nox relationship there. I think the Church of Vows alone shows that the Nox came to support a union between Lingdell, which obviously there's some America connections there, and Caria, which is of course Renala. Well, let's see if there's a yeah. Okay, yeah, this guy's easy to kill. Alright, so what we're gonna do, chat... Really? There we go. Yep. Man, he's so much easier here. It's actually kind of crazy. Let's see. Where else can we go for easy, big boy? Yeah. I think the items you get from them is Twin Bird Shield, the Ghost Flame spells, the Deathrite Spear, and the Feather Talismans. Alright. I don't think we have Feather Talismans, but they may be in storage. We'll check if I have any, like, lingering stuff once we try to do this. Okay, there's one, I think, that was here, which I may have killed. There may be another here? Yeah, because the dragon's here, right? So they've got that area covered. That area is covered. Oh, you know what we haven't checked? Did I kill Night Cavalry here? Gotta make sure I've killed all my Night Cavalry, too. I forgot to fight these guys, and dodging the Jedi Force Sword is fun. Yeah, it definitely seems, the guy doesn't seem to have a lot of move variety, but he does seem to have, like, a fun fighting style. Yeah, it's still nighttime. He should appear here, right? So I think he's dead. Alright, so guy's dead here. Did we kill the one that would be on the other road? I have to check the one in Lingdell too, right? So. Also, the fact that Ronnie wants to go for the Age of Stars. Yeah. The thing is that, like, Age of Stars might be something that sorcerers would want in general, so that's not as strong evidence, but like you said, it's an added point. It adds to the trend. Ah. That was quick. Oh, wait. We can have music again. Probably the only field boss theme that doesn't piss me off after listening to it enough times. Not because it's particularly good, because at the very least, it's soothing. I like my string instruments. What can I say? I'm a simple Loki. Come on, get it, boy. Come on. There we go. We killed your horse, and you... Giant Hunt. And Night Rider's Code. I need to figure out what Ash of Wars these guys drop, because this is getting interesting now. Giant Hunt. Skill developed for confronting gigantic foes. Step forward from a low stance, carrying the momentum into a sudden upward thrust. Used for thrusting spears and twin blades. His glaive doesn't count, right? Of the quality affinity. So we have something that seems related to the Bloodhound enemies, and another which seems completely related to the giant hunts of old. So yeah, it's looking more and more like the Night Cavalry are just taking Ashes of War from local enemies they may defeat or find here. The Giant Hunt thing, though, is interesting for this location. Because it would tell us that people who contributed in the Giant Hunts, or the Giant War, would have been involved here in relation to Liurnia. Probably the first Liurnian War. Interesting. Loki, stop breaking the game with broken builds and dripless drip. It sounds moody. Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it. I really wish the interactive maps would distinguish field bosses from the various cave/catacomb bosses. The only thing I wish is we had a filter, right? There's all this crap here that blocks your screen, and I would really love if I could be like, okay, can I just look at, say, one of these markers? Can I just look at, say, the Caelid Waypoint ruins? Or can I just say, look at the forts? Can I just look at the caves? Can I just look at the regular, at just the Graces? Can I just look at the towers? Can I just look at the shacks? Like, I hope the Mikola DLC, Shadows of the Erdtree, whatever they're going to call it, I'm praying that they're actually going to let us be able to have filters for maps. There's not one here, is there? Like, there's no Night Cavalry on this side of the road, right? Because none along the highway. So I guess we should just check here. Do we know why there were Lazuli sorcerers in Celia? No. Any more than I think we know why there were Azure sorcerers, in Gelmir. This isn't it. Fun fact, the Twin Bird Shield gives you a similar effect as the two Feather Talismans combined. Ooh. Makes you wonder if the idea is that the Twin Feather Talismans represent each half of the Mother Bird. And maybe those feathers belong to the bird itself. I meant the ones like on Map Genie and Fextra, but the game's map being better would be nice too. Oh, I agree. Those, I've said it before. I want someone to create some sort of program that will find every item, where it's located, like every, like, whether it's a harvestable item or a regular item or whatever, right? Find it in the game files, then identify where it is located on, because I assume there's coordinates for every item in the game, right? So every item's coordinates, find that, and then place that on a map, which you can then filter, right? I'm sure someone could create some algorithmic program or whatever to do that with the Elden Ring. I'm sure it's hard as fuck, so it hasn't happened yet, but I would love if someone would do that. Because I just want 100% complete data where I don't have to rely on stupid wikis that constantly get shit wrong, or they're missing crap, or they have inconsistent information across different wikis. Like, it's just like, please. I don't want to have to do a new playthrough every time so I can reconfirm this stuff for myself. There goes the horse. Ash of War share. Okay, yeah. That confirms it. Third time's the charm. I think we can now say there's a pattern. Where is it? Now we have a Golden Order thing in Lindell. Yeah. These Knight Cavalry people just kill people on the road and take their Ashes of War. Would there be one here? I wonder if there would be a way to tie a map to an SQL program. I don't know what that is. Because all that info would essentially be a spreadsheet, so SQL would make the most sense. Yeah, I have no idea how it would be done, right? I'm just saying that I want someone to be able to give me, like, say, an interactive map, like, say, the ones you can find. And some of them are good, right? Like, Xavier, I believe, shared with me a pretty decent map that at least gives me some of the data, but it's not comprehensive. It's missing, like, it's missing some, like, Nicola lilies and Melania lilies or silver flies or whatever, right? Like, it's missing some stuff where it's like, okay, and it doesn't cover all the items to the specificity that I would like. I literally want to be able to know where everything is exactly on this map as we see it here. And then I can be able to filter through so I can then find, okay, this is where all the Roa berries are. Well, what do you know? The Roa berries are more dense in this area compared to others. Let's go check that out and see why, etc. That way we can find the patterns, and from the patterns, we can then derive more lore. SQL is a language for databases. Thank you, John. Thank you for explaining to this neophyte. How rude! Yeah, they wouldn't put a Knight Cavalry here, right? They wouldn't be that cruel. Ow. My leg! Oh, I forgot to tell you, there's a bird imagery in some Nox architecture, like the reverse cuckoo birds, basically. Yeah, they show, like, I know there's some cuckoo stuff in, like, the Black Moon Talisman and stuff like that. So, again, that's always sort of raised my eyebrow, because I don't know why the cuckoo is a symbol associated with Rhea Lucari in the first place. Because I understand, the only thing I associate with cuckoos is stealing their young from their, like, planting their young in other birds' eggs, right, and stealing, like, / killing the old eggs or whatever. And the only thing I can really associate with that is, like, maybe Rhea Lucarias are trying to take the Nox, knowledge of the stars, maybe? And maybe Nox were doing the same with the Ancient Dynasty, kind of? Like, that's the only thing I can really think of. But, like, otherwise, I have no idea. Like, maybe there's some, like, deep magical connection with cuckoos and witches or some shit that I don't know about. Very possible. But, like, I don't know. I don't know. You're not gonna be Margit today, are you? Little shit. Nice defeating him in less than 5 seconds. Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you get out of Caelid, right? Alright, there's no Knight Cavalry here. There's just the Gargoyle boss. There should be a knight cavalry, maybe here. Question mark? I know we killed the gargoyle here. I think maybe Sekiro Doobie could get that. I guess I could ask him. I certainly could ask him. But he's super focused on, like, Kakana and stuff, so I don't know how much he'd be interested in a project like that. But yeah, I can at least ask him what he thinks about the possibility of what I'm personally looking for. Ah. Ah. This is a bit awkward. I don't think I can common Azure this guy. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can common Azure. Maybe if I do it from here? Yeah, no, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that would work. No. Yeah, this area is so densely fogged and filled with stuff in the way. I don't know if I could common Azure this guy. I mean, we can try. It might be possible if I do it from the back here. Let's at least try it this way. It's a bit far, though. Yeah, you know, it's really far, though, so it might be better if we go the other way. God, even Erdtree tiling here. Yeah. This is way too far. I thought Loki was gonna fall off a cliff, but he ran away. The red wisps of the Hillfin. Really fun area to explore. You can find runes inside the giant skulls. I don't know if we've actually searched this area thoroughly. I don't remember. We might have not. There might be actually a lot more for me to explore. Alright, I think the guy is around here-ish. I think it's daytime though, so he's not gonna appear, so we have to go back to nighttime. Alright, let's do this chat. Past time until nightfall. Whew. Let's see how fast I can kill these enemies. Ow. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. I don't know how I survived that, but fine. Wait. Oh, right. Death. Right. Death. I forgot, death actually has a burning effect. Man, that's sweet. Okay. Oh, it's daytime again. I think going here might actually have been a mistake. I think I might just need to go past all these guys and kill these ones on the left side here. Yeah, I think I just stick to the left until we get through the pass. And then I set up my position so we can get our boy. Now we ASMR with the crunch. Yeah, sorry. I just had to have a bite of some candy. My sweet tooth was begging me. Apologies. Nope. Oh, the thing in here. Oh. Ow. I'll be honest, I hate this location. Just for the amount of shit you can get stuck in, because there's so much clutter. Ow. There we are. Oh, look, there's an item I missed. Dragon Wound Grace. Interesting. That's death. Not a fan of that. There are weapons here. That is fascinating in its own right. And Banish Knight equipment. Well, well, well. That's going to be added to the Godfrey dock. So, to note, there is Banish Knight equipment being left here. And Banish Knight equipment that can be left here. That has to go to the Giant War section of Godfrey's Reign. Oh. You didn't see anything. Yeah, it's just fog. It's just the fog. Wait, what? What? I'm confused. He moved completely the opposite of how I expected. Well. Crunch in the mic. Do it. I never expected eating ASMR from Loki. What an experience. About to make a burrito while I watch. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I just couldn't resist. I was like, damn, that candy there. I haven't had it all stream. But it's really looking tasty right about now. Oh, wait. We haven't. This is the one thing I don't like about dying in this game. It always brings you back to daytime. Like, at least some of the time you can be night. Banished Knights from Lane-Dell to here? What are they doing in such a place? Alright, so... Again, I feel like I go over this like every other stream, but... So, Farum Azula was here. My current working theory is that Placky's god fled to Farum Azula, where she died. Became the... Yeah, became the old god... became the old god buried here where the Three Fingers is now. Then the Erd Tree grew in the wake of her death, similar to how when we die, our runes become little tiny trees. The Elden Ring, which is comprised of great runes, becomes a great tree. What a shocker. So then the Elden Ring forms the Erd Tree. The residents of Farum Azula, the human ones, seem to come with Sorosh, though there is an alternate theory I have where Sorosh may be the responsible for the god's death as well as responsible for her grave, because Sorosh may be the Malekith to Placky's god, basically. Anyway, but aside from the idea of a Shadow Vassal Beast or whatever, right? So the idea is that they come over to this area to help Placky find his god, right? Because he's waiting for her after she left for whatever reasons. They come here, they make a peace with the locals, one of the local barbarian tribes, and they form the Sun Capital here. The Sun Capital, of course, lets them build their own fortified manor, and they help them build up the capital using their architecture as the base with some added additions because they're all obsessed with the sun or whatever, because of the gold that's been growing here and has become a huge cultural point. Then they spread out and they go to places like Wyndham, which again means the Wind Village. And of course we have signs of Stormhawks there. Same thing here with the Windmill Village here with Dominula. Again, we have signs of Stormhawks here, which honestly, in retrospect, this actually makes a lot of sense if it's, you know, a place that's ideal for, you know, windmills. Anyway. Then you have places like, say, Volcano Manor or Fort Lyde. So all these ideas that, okay, the Banished Knights spread across here, and then, of course, finally we have Castle Sol all the way up north here. So Banished Knights were all around here. Then Godfrey comes in. Godfrey comes in, and he destroys the Sun Capital. There ain't no more Sun Capital. There's no more Sun Capital to be found anywhere. It's gone. Kapoosh. And now it's just a bunch of graves here. Now, obviously, we know there's one lone survivor who's going to have vengeance later, but he's not important right now. Marika and Godfrey take control after conquering the fortified manor, which is the only thing left standing, because Sorosh basically surrendered and said, hey, I'll be your, I'll help you out. Just please let everyone here live, if they're willing to assimilate. So they do that. They start building up Leyndell as the capital, while Godfrey goes out campaigning. Shaded Castle gets built. It has the special 2 double rampart design, which would later become characteristic of Leyndell here. See? Same idea. But they basically build that, and Godfrey uses that as his base of operations as he moves outward, so he probably captured Dominula area first, given this tower here, so that gets conquered and stuff. Then you get, yeah, then he moves further south here, and we have to Shaded Castle, Old Altus Tunnel, Lux Ruins, Wyndham, go up here to Lyde, Volcano Manor, makes peace with Volcano Manor and the pagans there, because of course we need the snake guy to be on the Erd Tree side before he becomes a traitor, right? While this is happening, some Banished Knights migrate out of the plateau and try to take over the lowlands. So they build the Caria Manor up here in an effort to strike down at Liurnia. Well, the sorcerers of Liurnia are all pansies and they don't know what to do. But then Caria, specifically Renala, steps up and says, okay, I'm gonna lead all of you with these Glintstone Knights of mine, and we're gonna take over and I'm gonna prove myself a hero, right? So she goes in, she takes over Caria Manor, she declares herself the queen now, and now she rules all of you. She also has a fancy new manor, so thanks, get wrecked, idiots. Then, as we know, Godfrey and Marika take over the plateau. Renala has now taken over Liurnia. The Banished Knights, those who refuse to assimilate, we can see some of their gilded armor for those who did, here. This area, right? The place that's connected to the ramparts and stuff, and we find more Banished Knight equipment and things. Anyway. So they get banished, quote-unquote, right? And the idea is that, okay, she's sending them off to the frontier to build Stormvale over here. Probably so that way they can preempt an assault from Farum Azula, so that Farum Azula don't, like, make an attack through the lowlands up here. Because obviously if Liurnia lets them go through here, they'll let them up through here probably and be a neutral territory, right? But anyway, this is how this highway gets built. Right? The Balaam Highway and stuff. So, Renala, who's like, hey, you don't like Banished Knights, we don't like Banished Knights, sure, we'll let you have a conga line of humiliation, parade them through our territory to get down here, that's no problem. But, you know, we really don't like sorcerers and stuff, so we'll just build a little town here. That'll be a buffer zone from here and whatever. And you know what, they may get converted, build their own catacombs and shit, but that's fine, we don't care. we're not gonna be part of your order, but as long as you guys are peaceful and good, we'll send like delegations and stuff for more got to see and maybe possibly be Phantom Swords of in the future, whatever. Anyway, so Banished Knights get sent all the way down here to Stormhill. They build up Stormvale and stuff, as we know, right? Then, after a bunch of other events that happen, and times have changed, Ancient Dragon War happens. Grand Sax attacks, the Lyrian Wars happened before that, so the whole of Stormvale, who's already in terrible conditions, because, you know, you got, well, terrible, awful storms for a bunch of slaves to be building, they eventually rebel. And they take over Stormvale, and they finish it, and it becomes their own castle they decide. They then spread across the entire frontier here. All the way down to the bottom of Weeping Peninsula, where Morn Castle's built. You have, obviously, this tower here, which, of course, has a chest, so they can kind of sneak attack back in Lanedell, right? They just teleport back into their old fortified manor. They just fill it up suddenly, and suddenly Lanedell has a giant fortress in the middle of their territory that they're being assaulted from. Actually, really clever plan if they actually pulled it off. And obviously, Godric has taken over the tower and is trying to do the same thing now. But anyway, point is, you can see the plans are coming together for an assault. So they take over AOK, which has been turned into this territory. It was AOK, which covered this territory and has basically become occupied. They take over Celia, which becomes occupied territory, hence the Celia Gate, the lookout tower here, obviously Forts Gale and Faroth, Redmane Castle, etc. So all that happens. And then Godfrey comes down and is like, okay, well, now I gotta go now that the dragons are dealt with, and Farmazula as well, gonzo, as we can see. Now it's my duty to have to go here and deal with this rebellion. Okay, we go through here. There's a setup and placement here. So, really tough position for Godfrey to be in. You can get pelted down by arrows while having to try to push through this very small choke point and stuff, and they can see you coming a mile away. So, okay, we'll build a highway down this way using the mist and the forest as cover to get down to Lascar, so we can very quickly take over the Purified Ruins, which were probably occupied at the time, and make a attack from behind their enemy lines, so that way we don't have to deal with this, then we get them trapped, and then they basically get, like, slaughtered like they're pigs. And then we're going to continue the highway all the way down here, because we don't want to go down this way, because that's another death trap. And instead we'll attack up from on this cliff side from the back of it, right? And then we get the big clash here, and eventually there's the whole duel with the Stormlord thing, with the Stormhawk King, that gets done. Okay, Stormvale's taken. Then Godfrey's issue is, okay, gotta take Stormhill. I'll build the Colosseum so I can enjoy entertainment and stuff. And then there's the push down south. Okay, we gotta go through here. Battle, 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 battles. Notice all these graveyards here, marked by this death sign, right? So as we go down and follow the highway, all the way down here, we finally get to Bridge of Sacrifice. Okay, we go through the bridge here, we get down here, more conflicts and stuff. Okay, we'll take our dilution here. I'm actually starting to change my opinion here and think that neither Tombsward ruins or Witchbane ruins existed at this point in history, so we'll just assume that they take over the Demi-Human ruins. They obviously take care of this tower here. They obviously destroyed this wall. They take over this village, and they built a baptismal church to convert all these pagans who were living here on the frontier. Anyway, so now they go through and they take over Morn Castle. While they're taking over Morn Castle, there's basically this hero guy who just thinks he's going to get revenge for all his people who died at the very beginning of this story, if you may recall. Poor old lone survivor of the Sun Capital. Well, he fails. He gets screwed over, even though this was honestly his best shot. I mean, when else are you going to get Godfrey as far away from his capital as possible, especially with him and his men exhausted after trying to take over someone else's castle? I mean, it's a pretty good plan, all things considered. Anyway, so then he does that. He moves all the way back. He probably enjoys a few gladiatorial games in Stormvale. Then decides, okay, time to take the east. Okay, they liberate Aokade. They take over Fort Height, gives it, obviously, to the Heights, who then, make his part, you know, they're now like the provincial lords here, blah, blah, we don't care. Aokade warriors are recruited as well, and then they start going, they take over Summonwater Village as well around this point. They then make their push on the roads to Caelid. So they take the road up down through Caelid. They take over stuff like the Keelam ruins, sorry. Gotta take Fort Faroth. There may have been a push of like some retreats and stuff here, because we do find some graves here that I can't tell if they're necessarily created by Len or whoever that guy is that created the Sorcerer Tower, or if they're or related to something else like the fort. We'll see. But the important thing is all that stuff gets captured. Then we move down the highway. Fort Gale has to get captured. We have the jail cave to process these criminals who are also being used in stuff like, say, the Gale Tunnel. Again, notice the magma worm with the sorcerer stuff, because there's been some converts among the sorcerers in Celia. Well, I guess I should say in Caelid in general, who have joined up with the Dragon Communion, because cultures are complicated. Anyway, Gotta take over Redmane Castle. Not exactly sure why they didn't take the Melania route and just cut through the highway and attack from the side. It's not like there's any defensive fortifications protecting the area here. But considering there aren't any, and the Banished Knights and stuff didn't feel like doing it, there may have been something like, I don't know, Grail was here at the time or whatever, and was like a giant living wall blocking, and then Godfrey's like, okay, we're gonna take over these ruins and stop here because I don't want to deal with that shit. Who knows? Anyway, they go down. Obviously, the Caelid Waypoint would be established at that point. We go down here. We take over Redmane. Then Redmane's captured. We'll go and fight in Celia. You know, the giant graveyards and fighting here that took place. Celia gets taken over. You see the giant death toll that was up here for what happened to all those once the defeats started happening. And then Godfrey's now defeated all the Banished Knights. The only ones left are those who are in Far Missoula. Okay. Oh, right, I forgot to talk about Castle Sol. Okay, right, so after, like, the Banished Knights became the Banished Knights going down to Stormvale, Godfrey... this is why we started this. The idea is that when Godfrey's going for the Giant War, he goes up north. But as he's going up north, he's going to be fighting the people from Sol. And I already established that there was a conflict with them here. But now, thanks to the Forbidden Lands, and seeing the leftover weapons here, with the shields and stuff, I can also say, okay, it seems like there was also conflict here. Which again makes sense because Banished Knights were here. Whew! Okay, that covers it, I think. What kind of candy, nerds, John? For Missoula. Placky God Shadow Beast is the shadow of the Erd Tree. Yeah, you never know. That might be it. I wonder where the astrologers originated from. They may have come from Far Missoula and gone straight to, the mountaintops. Similar to the Giants, seem to have come from Caelid to mountaintops via Far Missoula land. Hard to say, though. Oh, by the way, all the distraction stuff that creates Grace Ghosts say that they create shadows, so I wonder if they are supposed to be shadows of the ghosts, or the ghosts themselves are shadows. It could be either way, because you have to understand the term for shadow in Japanese, kage, it can have a very, it can mean stuff in a lot broader than we may necessarily think of in English. Kind of how, because it's used in terms like phantom and illusion and things like that, so, the kanji, I mean. So, it's one of those things that it could definitely be something where it's just, it's not really meaning like shadow in terms of the idea of like, oh, it's a, you know, like it's a someone's shadow or something like that. Like there's no form or substance there. It could mean something like, oh, it's like a magical illusion or, you know, that type of thing. Like a shade, I guess might be a better word for it. Well, yeah, sorry, I am. Anyway, okay, guys, I've done it. I've done my Banished Knight summary for the day. Please don't ask me for the rest of next week. I think I've learned a lot now. Well, that's good. Yeah, also, the interesting thing about Castle Sol, again, reminder people, you can read my Godfrey's Reign document in my Loki latest on the Discord. So, yeah, there's Castle Sol. So the thing about Castle Sol here that's also very interesting is that's probably where Godfrey got his Stormvale Knight leg. He probably took it from, he probably took the treasure that Godfrey claimed from Commander Niall when he assaulted Sol, and they were getting so beaten. Well, they got beaten so badly. There we go. I can English. That he gave up his leg with all its powers that are infused in it, in the hopes of sparing his men. And hey, it worked. I am no one. You don't see anything. Must have been the wind. Okay. We gotta try to limit his, on! Come on, you can do it! No! You were so close! He was so close, chat! Come on, buddy, pal, friend. I know we have our differences, but could you do me a solid? This one time. That was actually pretty close. Come on, let me come in Azure. Wait, how did that not hit you at all? How is that actually possible? God, I hate this location. I can't believe this worked. Okay. There it is. There's the Phantom Slash. So this is the one used by their owner, right? Skill inspired by the fond remembrances of the Knight's Cavalry. Create an apparition of the Knight's former instructor who guides a joint lunging upward swing. Additional input. Yeah, I got it. Where did the owner come from? Again, maybe because we find him in Forbidden Lands, the idea is he's a Tarnished who was close to becoming Elden Lord and he did the teaching? Oh! What if the Knight's Cavalry were Caden warriors who were trained by this guy? Because the Caden people seem to be rather used to horseback. And we can't find a settlement. So I'm wondering if Caden is the consecrated snowfield in general. And they were kind of like, this was kind of like their steppe, right? So they were like the, what's the civilization called? The Scylla? The Scythians? I think it was the Scythians. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I think that's the civilization of the horse-riding steppe people that were west of the Mongols, if I recall correctly. It's been a while since I studied that area of history. Loki, you just have to clip that summary explaining Banished Knights and stuff and post a video, lol. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna, like, do it in, like, one perfect take without, like, messing up Castle Soul and shit. In, like, one large diatribe, and then I'll just clip it for people on Twitter or something. Now explain all of Elden Ring. Oh, hold on, John. Let's not get ahead of ourselves there. Who are the ancient Civ? That's a good question. They seem to be, related to the civilization who built they seem to possibly be the people responsible for the bridges to the Divine Towers. And I'll explain that in more detail probably another day, because I'm just too tired right now. They may also be deeply involved in the Giants between their golems as well as, like, the structures around this forge. Do we have any lore on the forge itself, like how or when it was made? Because I want to say I don't think we do. I don't think there's anything ever telling us how or why the cauldron was made by the Giants. So it could be that it was made in collaboration with the ancient Civ. Greek druid people, that's who they were. Is that so, Pedla? There are some Knight Cavalry around here somewhere, if I recall. I don't remember where. But we might not see them because it's daytime. Technically. Is the term Polar Star from the Black Letter Shield the same as the term to the frigid Son of Sol that Ghosts in Castle Sol talk about? I would not think they are, but I thought I would ask. No, they're not. They're two different things. If I remember right, the term used for the frigid Son of Sol is cold, like the Boreal Valley, cold being the cold valley. So it's like the cold Son of Sol, I think would be the general idea. But it's been a while since I looked at that text. But yeah, I could say with absolute certainty, it's not the same as the Polar Star. Polar Star is its own term in Japanese. Hey, Platty, don't think we do, just that this has the same cosmetics. Hey, Room Bear is here to ruin my day. So far, no. That's what I expected, yeah. Yeah, I feel like if they missed a Polar Star and stuff, I would be probably making a big stink about that. Like, that wouldn't be the first things that would stick out to me if there was an error like that in the script. I could have swore there were like 2 Night Cavalries at one point. Like, maybe on one of the side streams we saw that. Did I kill them in like a main stream at some point? Or am I crazy? Maybe I'm just crazy. Oh, there they are. They're behind the carts. Okay, I thought they were the ones leading. What? What? Go away. I guess I am kind of close, huh? Ah, darn. Yeah, this one I might not be able to comment as Zur. He can move way too much. There's no limiting area. Darn. Yeah, that sucks. Huh, I've never seen him spawn that far out. Yeah, I was just confused because, like, wait a second, what's with this invisible wall shit in an open field? But nope. He, it wasn't wrong. Oh, you never got the death bird that's at the end of Snowfield, have I? I don't remember, but I assume not, because I don't think I've gotten any of the nighttime bosses in this area. So we'll have to check there afterwards. I assume I have to kill both of these Night Cavalry guys before I can do anything. Alright, so to make my life easier... Ow, darn. I underestimated the range on that. I think 3 of them spawn with the blizzard. There's 3 Dragonkin soldiers in there? Can you actually kill them? I haven't actually tried. I want to assume no, because they seem like they're just, they're like the skeleton ghosts that can be summoned by, in, like, Wyndham. There we go. Much better. There we go. had a few misses because that guy really makes sharp turns, but he's dead now. That's one down. Where's the second one? Alright. I swear, bleed has never come into play when I need it. It really is only for bosses. Like, the enemies all die by the time a bleed proc hits. Alright, we don't care about the other enemies because they're all cowards. Oh, come on! There we go. And dead. We haven't had the glitch happen since that first Knight Cavalry. Kind of funny. I wonder if it's just that Knight guy. Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. I guess? Might make sense here. Okay, that covers that, though. And then, what'd you say, Xavier? Over here? You aren't using a weapon with good bleed, nor do you have a bleed build set up. That's true. I haven't dedicated myself to bleed. I find this interesting, that there's Erdtree tiling here. I don't think we see this in other churches. Maybe we do. What are the other big churches we can check? Third Church of America. Church of Vows would be a good comparison, even though I know it's not going to be there. And then the Minor Erdtree Church. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's first worry about the Deathbird. Bleed build has a lot more bleed accumulation. Yeah, as is, though, I was like, yeah, it doesn't come into play. You really need to make your build around bleed to get any value out of it, it feels like. You can't just be like, well, I'm Dex, but I'm gonna have bleed. Which is weird, because when I first started, I was like, yeah, it seems like Moonveil's pretty crazy, but it doesn't feel as crazy as I would have thought. Bird? Bird? Ah, there you are. I don't know if I was getting the buff there. I was pretty borderline if I was. Holy mother of pearl! What the hell? What the absolute hell was that? Why did I get so many runes for that one? Holy moly! Did you visit the Cave of the Forlorn? Yes, Night Scout. You mentioned on the Gelmir exploration video, but there are Erdtree tiles on that bridge. Yeah, that I'm aware of. That, again, I have no issue with that. I'm just kind of curious if the Erdtree tiling on some of the bigger churches is consistent with other churches, or if it's unique to that one. That's the only thing I'm wondering. I think we got the bird here. I vaguely recall that, but I may have just died to it. My memory can be shit. Moonveil's craziness is that you get to unsheath, you get unsheath's poise damage on top of magic range. That makes sense. It does have useful, skills with its, well, yeah, I guess it's the one skill with its, no, I think it's like 2 skills with a stance, I guess would be the fairest way to put it, right? I could have swore there was a Deathbird here, but I guess I killed it. Yeah, Deathbird's dead, I guess. Whatever. Okay, okay, just to confirm, there's none here, right? There's no magical death bird hiding somewhere in Melania's dungeon, I'm gonna assume. I assume that they keep them out of the dungeons regardless of how big. There might be a deathrite bird here, though, somewhere. I like roasting Loki's drip. What's wrong with my drip? It's beautiful drip. The best drip you've ever seen. No one's got drip as well as I have. I get told all the time about my drip. Alright, chat, we have to make the decision. Mind or HP? What do I value more? Actually, kind of curious how much 99 of these are. Eh, not that bad. Alright. Wow, still not enough. But mind, chat, mind. Actually, when's the soft cap on mind? I'm actually kind of curious. There we go. Uh-oh, dog wants to come in. One sec, chat. The doggo did not appreciate me closing the door while he was napping. Alright, let's see. No need for health if they're already dead, that's true, but I don't think it's gonna work against Melania Platy. Dripless Scholar when you the leader. Scenic Isle has a death bird. Oh, Knight's got just posted up. Lore-wise, the red and blue feather branch sword seems to mention 2 different ways for people to die in the English script. Is this true for the JP script too? I recall there being differences in the description, but I have to double check. It's been a while since I looked at that stuff. Deathbird in southern Liurnia's Lake near FA Ruins. Liurnia's Lake, Deathbird, Rightbird in northern Liurnia's Lake at the foot of Raylokar. Yeah, I think we already got the Death Rightbird, so let's see. Southern Liurnia's Lake near FA Ruins. So probably here is what you're talking about. So we'll go. Yep. Yeah, it's still nighttime, thankfully. This is the brightest night I've ever seen. Oh my god, you dumpy frogs. I don't see it. So I think I killed it here, too. So unless there's another spot I'm missing. Like maybe up here. On vacation and watching Loki, what a life. Man, Vincent, you have it all figured out. What are the rest of us to do? Perfection. Anyway. Red Feather is pretty quick here, which means that DS3 is still the longest time to RTSR. Loki, I need HP for that Melania fight. Yeah, probably I should go for HP. Yeah. I'll get some more HP so I can survive some of her hits. If I can survive even one more Melania hit, it's worth it, so. That's not the right spot. Gotcha. I'm gonna try this then. Deathbird searching? Yeah. Because I'm too lazy to just look up a list. Way down south? Oh, you guys mean like down south. Are you talking about like Scenic Isle south or like Liurnia Lakeshore south? Well, we'll start at Liurnia Lakeshore. Not the sniper lobsters, gotcha. Oh boy, where do we go from here? We'll go here. I assume it's not going to be in the actual ruins. It's a ruin chunk that curves up like a half pipe. Gotcha. Scenic Isle? Gotcha. So a lot closer, okay. Between Scenic Isle and the shack? Gotcha. Alright, we'll figure out if I've killed it already or not. Because it looks like we killed the other one. It didn't spawn when I was going around the houses, and I remember it appearing, like, very close to that grace. So then we'll do this one. Game? What's with the loading problem? Game? It's loading. It's figuring it out. Like, what? Are you trying to figure out if Patches is there still or what? Like, oh no. Oh no. It stopped chat. Uh-oh. Oh boy. You killed that one. I remember the salt you gave off about fighting. Alright, so that one's dead. The one I fought literally right next to me. Okay. Well, chat, I'm just gonna assume that this is a crash. Elden Ring has to be the game that's crashed the most of all the FromSoft titles I've ever played. I don't remember this happening as often with any of the others. Like, every now and then, maybe there was, like, a crash. For, like, the odd, like, you know, random chance. But, like, not everything. Just as soon as I saw that slow load bar, I'm like, oh, wait, you don't load that way. That isn't how this game works. It froze. Wouldn't be the first time. I did hit Elden Ring, did I? Oh, did I need to double click it? Whoopsie. Never crashed for me on PS5. Yeah, it's only the PC version that seems to be having this problem. Don't want to brag, but it never crashed for me on PS5, but constantly on PC. I swear, the developers in Japan don't know how to do PC ports. It's kind of ridiculous at this point. Okay, this is starting to annoy me. Are you gonna load up the game or not? Oh, it still thinks it's running. Yeah, no, we're exiting. Stop. Stop showing my chat a load screen. You're not showing me. Like, what? I'm, like, looking at your feed, chat. It's like, oh, you guys can still see the screen. I haven't. There we go. There we go. So, waiting for to reboot the game, I have a thought to share. If JRRM is who created the Newman in the backstory, would the English name Newman thus be the more reliable one? Yes, presumably. This is the same reason why you don't see me get hung up too hard on like stuff like Imperium or something like that. Because I have no idea which terms were invented by Martin, which were invented by Miyazaki, which were and then localized into English, which were like all of that stuff. There's no way to know unless we get, like, direct confirmation from the man himself. Which, honestly, I don't know if he'd even remember. Time to Control-Alt-Delete. More like Alt-F4. What's happening? Well, I am. We just had a wonderful crash of the game during a load screen. Time to see for Betsy. If so, the sinking of Numenor in Tolkien's works could be actively intended for the Numen's name rather than a localization. Yeah, possibly. Totally possible. I'm not too familiar with Tolkien's work, so... where's the shack? Here. Alright, let's see. Just to make sure I'm not distracted. There's our half pipe. I'm not seeing it, so yeah, we definitely killed it. I get off stream for 1 minute and this happened, shake my head. Yeah, we need you here, I am. You give us good vibes. Helps keeps the crashes away. At least I'm finally in a time zone that kind of syncs with Loki. Well, Vincent, I'll have to make sure that I do tomorrow's stream a little earlier than today, so that way we're even more synced up, if possible. Oh. What do you know? Didn't have that. Hey, guys, I can have even more dexterity if I want. Also, Trina. Can't believe there's still stuff to loot here. That's the one. Yeah, it's did. Okay. So that covers all that shit, chat. Okay, so we got the Deathrite bird down here. Is there a death bird in the Dragon Barrow / Northern Caelid anywhere? Because that's the only thing I could think of that we may have been missing. Like, let's go to Dragon Barrow West and, like, go through down the road here, see if a death bird shows up. Albanor genocide when? I mean, Gideon already got to it. He's already way ahead of me there. He did genocide before it was cool with the Albanorics. Right card. Albanoric homicide it is. No, sorry. Albanoric homicide it is. There, did I do my good Rykard impression? Yes, but I forgot where. It's here. That's where all the genocide happened. Cavalry at Lens Rise. Yeah, we got that cavalry. He's done. I'm just thinking about Deathbirds. Night Scout, I'll check your comments in a sec. They look like they're a little lengthy, so my eyes cannot read that fast. Oh, look, an item. God, I'm finding all the items suddenly. Oh, look, another item. Have I never been down this road actually proper? Have I just taken every route except the main road? I guess I have. Sorry, guys who died in Little Pond Puddle from all the rain. That's kind of funny. This is truly a game where, again, another reason why I would love to have a actual accurate map, because there's probably so much little shit that I probably missed. And would have to personally confirm through, like, multiple playthroughs, because even if I picked it up, I might have forgotten I did. Alright, so no Deathbirds, so I think it's just dragons here. Together, homicide! Alright. Okay, thank you. Alright, so Caelid, clear. Limgrave, clear. Weeping Peninsula, I want to say clear, but let's just double check because I know there's a Night Cavalry here. Alright, so the Ghost of Numenor, okay, well, actually, is that everything you posted Night Scout. 1 second. So we have the chance. A large area in the Nocron Forest is flooded in the horizon too, with a crumbling ruin sticking out of petrified trees. The Nocron Forest flooded. I'll have to look at that one. Anyway, the gist of Numenor, covered in the Silmarillion, I know I messed that up. Sorry. Was that it was blessed? It was a blessed gift to mankind, an island of prosperity as a present from God. Well, that makes sense given the Japanese name. Numenorians were gigachads who could live for 500 years, but because they were jealous nonetheless of the different perks that elves had, and they increasingly let their ambitions get out of control, they eventually turned to worshipping the Dark Lord Morgoth. Gotcha. In human sacrifice rituals, and tried to wage war on Valinor, a heavenly isle of archangels, so to speak. The god of the setting then sank Numenor beneath the ocean, and a handful of good Numenorians made it to Middle-earth and founded Gondor and Arnor. So then the comparison would be the idea of the Numen and the Nox, right? So you'd have the idea that so the Numen, so they're this idea that they were this blessed gift, so the idea they would be in the Greater Will's favor, right, for a while, but they then start getting jealous or arrogant or what have you, and they start becoming swayed by the idea of the night and the moons and the stars and all that, right? So the Numen become, we'll say the Nox now. The Nox become interested in night instead of day, right? So they start turning away from the Greater Will. Then eventually Greater Will, the quote-unquote god of the setting, would then quote-unquote sink them or force them underground. And then some of the good, quote-unquote good ones, like you said, settle up, which would be comparison to, say, like the Nox Corridor in Langdell or something like that from the Eternal. Yeah, I can see some parallels there. I can definitely see if that was the intention by either Miyazaki or Martin or whoever, or the localizers, whatever, whoever made that decision, I could see that being an inspiration. Obviously, we may never know, but I think it's a fair, I think that's a fair connection you can make, at least. I at least haven't seen a better one. I think the one I had of the English was maybe like New Man might have been the influence to kind of like go with the idea of a traveler being a rare person for Maribito for the Japanese. So I think that definitely would be a better inspiration for the name. I only read a bit of the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Tolkien lore whatsoever. Agil. Yeah, we've covered this. Let's check here while we can, because like I said, I want to check the churches real quick. I don't think there's a elevated platform here. I think it's just 2 wings. Yeah. No elevated platform here. And then, like I said, we'll check here for comparison. Yeah, the parallel will be that the superpower country turned against God and human sacrifice rituals and wanting to fight the divine, thus being banished beneath the surface society and all. Yeah, I don't know about the human sacrifice rituals part, because obviously that could be like, you could obviously like get really creative on that front. Yeah, look at that. Different tiling they do here for sure. But yeah, it might connect to the idea of using the Finger Slayer blade, right? The idea that possibly they slew fingers with that blade, which resulted in them becoming hated and forced underground. Yeah, I could see it. The America would be a Gondorian or Numenorian, so to speak, the kind of fold that Aragorn in Lord of the Rings is descended from. I'm familiar with the name, but that's about it. I like Game of Thrones more. There's more violence. Oops. Altus Highway, Erdtree Gazing Hill. Yeah, and then we'll check this for comparison. I think this one has the platform and that one has Erdtree tiling, but I want to double check. I only watched one Lotro movie and stopped. LOL. Yeah, Erdtree tiling here. Okay, so it's not unique to the Ordina Church. Stormcaller. I think we've covered almost all of this, chat. There may be like one or two things I'm missing, but I think we've covered it pretty thoroughly. Forbidden Lands. Zamora. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other possible locations. Maybe here there'd be some death birds somewhere that we haven't killed yet. That's the only other thing I could think of. Because, let's see. There's a death bird here. There's a dragon here. So where else would there be death birds? There's no Knight Cavalry here. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Maybe I've killed them all. Maybe I've killed all the optional side bosses. That might be all of them. Mix of blue and light blue flowers at the church up here. Loki, what are your thoughts on the blue grace atop the elevator to Rhea Lucaria and the red grace in the Forbidden Lands? Do you mean like the streaks of like blue and red we see like when we're going through the Forbidden Lands and it kind of like flows around? I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. My gut reaction would be, oh, magic, right? So it's like, okay, this is the power of gold. Like, the grace here and the guidance of grace is the power of gold. Okay. Is the power of gold. There's the Rhyme Grower. So that I'm not surprised by, right? So then I would assume that the idea is that, okay, there's streaks that are red representing the power of the Fell God's Flame, and streaks of blue representing the power of, like, night magic, or, you know, the stars. Yeah, I guess Star Amber, or, like, Star Power would be the appropriate answer, right? So that'd be my thought. I don't know, Xavier, I'm not seeing these other flowers, but I might be blind. Where are they supposed to be? Oh, I think I see them now. Okay. I'm like, I'm not seeing these things, but they're just blending really into the background. So let's try to go to daytime. Yes, I'm aware, dog. There we go. Now I can see him better. Much better. Much better indeed. And you got these. Interesting. Star stuff, yeah. Oh, there's star stuff all over the walls. White flowers, light blue flowers that come from the white flowers, it seems. But that could just be that they're snow covered. And then you got the dark blue flowers. So which one did you say was unique, Xavier? The light blue flowers, huh? I'm still so mad that Moonlight Altar didn't have more to look at. Is there really not that much to look at, guys? Okay, chat. I think we're winding down. So let's see. Limgrave, Weeping Liurnia, Altis, Right Birds, Liurnia, Kaled, Mountaintop, Snowfield. Okay, then I think we've got them all, chat. I think we've gotten all the Death Birds. I think we've gotten all the Knights Cavalry. I think we've gotten all the Bell-bearing Hunters. Unless there's like one, I think there's the actual boss here in Altis, so I don't think there's one there, and I don't recall there being any in Gelmir, or up here maybe. Is there a merchant that we could? No, I don't think there's any merchants that would get replaced here. Let's go say hi to Brother Thor. Oh wait, I need to spend these before I lose them. Alright, chat, let's do it. Level up. HP becoming less squishy.
It's awful. It's absolutely awful.
Let's speaking of... God, there are like no grace points in this area, huh? Like they give you like 2 of them. I hate it. There's all this going up and down, and they can't just give us some simple locations we can warp to. Why can't I just warp to the village? FromSoft, you spoil me, but not enough. Wah! I'm a lazy player. I don't want to move. Wah! I'll never forgive Miyazaki for probably a couple of things. Oh my. What did Miyazaki-senpai do to you, John? Where did he touch you on the doll? Eat those veggie runes. They're good for your figure.
Oh no, I don't want to, Mommy. No. I don't want to eat my runes.
I actually don't remember if it's this bridge or the other bridge where Corrin is. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be here. So we have to go a little further. He's American. He only eats pizza, mac and cheese runes. Yeah, American. I only get my pizza from Domino's. Pizza Hut. I mean, don't you know it's almost America Day? It's American Pride Month all July. Still having a mental breakdown?
Nice to see you. Do you need something else?
I just love how he's posed like this, he's freaking out, but then he has the same casual line of, oh, do you need something? It's like, my man, he knows how to keep it together even when he's not. Oh, look at all this shit. Well, chat, are you ready to hear it?
That is a work of heresy. Its incantations bear no lineage from the old tree. Very well. I'll take it off your hands.
Sir, I know. I'm sorry.
To maintain my innocence
I know
any
you're...
longer, I must dirty my hands to test my faith, even if it offers only the most meager of hints. I will do whatever I can to help my master.
Listen, I know you're having a crisis of faith right now. Do you mind reading a little heresy for me? Oh.
That is a work of heresy. Its incantations bear no
God,
lineage from the old
why? Why do they have him repeat this exact same line for all of these books?
I cannot afford
I
to
feel so bad
maintain
for this
my
man.
innocence any longer.
He's freaking out quietly and politely. He must be British, truly.
My faith,
Hey,
even if
Joel.
it offers only the most meager of hints. I will do whatever I can to help my master.
Domino's runes do sound like it could be in this game, though, for a different reason. I can't wait for Shadows of the Erdtree to come out and we get Domino runes. Remind me of that Square Enix Dr. Pepper event in Final Fantasy 14 years back. Oh my god, was that an actual thing? Get some Dr. Pepper healing items. I have to go have fun, guys. See ya, I am. Be safe. Buy like 20 Dr. Pepper and get a mount. Oh my, really? Really? Oh no. Why would you do that, Square? Square, why? Not Pizza Slut! Yeah. Actually, I stopped ordering from Pizza Hut, like, years ago. I do still order the occasional Domino's when I'm feeling in the mood for it. Because I actually do like their plain cheese when it's, like, extra cheese and extra sauce. But other than that, I mean, I'm Italian, so we, my Italian-American heritage demands that, demands I have more traditional pizzas most of the time. But I like my variety. Well, we have a decent pizza cutter in Elden Ring. That's very true. We have a very good pizza cutter. So, if the DLC comes out with some good pizza, we'll be able to make use of it. The pizza incantation from the Domino's collaboration in Elden Ring Shadows of the Erdtree. The mix of flowers reminds me of the Church of Vows mix of gold and blue. I wonder if the idea is the unique light blue flowers is supposed to connect to the Albinaurics then, and the blue connects to the Ordina night sorceries of the Nox and stuff. That would be my immediate thought, looking at that. The fact, though, that it's made with Erdtree tiling, though, is very suspicious. Let's actually check something in Ordina. But then we're ending this stream. This is not a casual stream where we could just, like, look up all this stuff, right, chat? This is a serious. I'm trying to advance my gameplay and get closer to finishing the game by doing all the optional content in the game before I do Millennia, which is gonna probably take 20 streams, knowing me. Yeah, these are all plain. Nothing special here. Oh! No! Death. Glorious death. Oh, hey, did you ever check out the blood spit move the Dominula dancers have? Yeah, that was, we did check that out at, I can't remember if it was the last stream or the stream before that, but yeah, at one stream we did look at the, we did look at what the Dominula ladies were doing. They did it quite a few times. They bit into their own arms and spit it out at me, and it was poisonous. I guess that's what happens when you eat rotten meat raw enough times. What a shocker. But yeah, I don't remember if this stuff is at other, Nox ruins. With the points here. That I'm not so sure about. Anyway. The only thing I can think of, Chad, is we need to get a rune, so let's go down here. Let's get Rykard's rune. Dominula ladies are dancing in joy because apostles promised them free Domino's pizza. Oh wow, that's appearing through the door. I don't know how that grace is written. If it's written like with the Japanese term for moan. I don't know how that grace is written. If it's written like with the Japanese term for moan, if it's just like the Morn name and they decide to translate it as moan there, I don't know. I'll look it up for you though, Night Scout. After this. And the last one's Millennia. Yes, follow me, Brune. Follow me. It follows your camera. That's the best part. Rykard's Great Rune. Alright, what does this one do? Restores HP upon defeating enemies. Of course it does. Its blessing restores HP. Rykard was amongst the children of Renal and Radigan, who became demigod stepchildren, blah blah blah. But Rykard finished those blessed the serpent, Great Rune and all. Oh, Great Rune included. That explains why it has that effect then, I guess. Wait. Where's Radon? This is Radon. So this one's like, oh, it's on fire? 'Cause resisting the rot or whatever? So this one's rotting. This one got eaten. This one's just normal. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Like, this one almost looks like it's been in, like, stomach acid, the way it's dissolving. This one's also kind of got that rot thing with the way it's coming apart, so I can see it. Morgoth's is a bit of a curious one, but it's probably because of the influence of the Formless Mother, right? But that would imply that he's had his Great Rune since he was born. Great Rune of the Unborn. It's actually kind of interesting how small this one is compared to the others in terms of their graphics. It might just be because the line is up higher, so they wanted to give it more space or whatever, but... Amber Egg clutched by Renala. Perfect. Those who have been born anew. Children born anew are all frail and short-lived, and perfect beings each and all. I can't remember what the Japanese description for that is. It's been a while since I looked at it. And Godric. Godric's looks also, again, normal, like Morgoth's. Maybe a little more fiery. Yeah, it's got a little bit more gold to it. His almost looks kind of pathetic and weak now that I look at it. Well, it is Godric. Interesting idea that the Great Runes might be affected by their owners. Radon's is on fire, not rotten yet. Well, I think it's being affected by the rot, and the fire is supposed to stave it off, if I remember, right? Let me look. What's amongst the blah, blah, blah. The Great Rune burns to resist the Yeah, see, so it's burning to avoid the rot. So it's like, hey, rot, don't rot. We're burning you. So, there we go. Castle Morn gives newcomers depression, so that's so fitting. I don't know. I find it neat, personally. But anyway. Alright, chat. Let's check out those flowers for good old Xavier, and then we're ending this. I'm ending the stream. We'll go this way. Oh my god. Morgoth's is just a stronger version of just using a rune arc. That makes sense. Yeah, it seems like all the Great Runes are affected by their owners to some extent. Are these arterial leaves? Huh. I can't remember, chat. Do we find arterial leaves just around randomly like this? In the wildlife? I don't remember. Because we find them as, like, items all the time, but I don't remember if we could pick them this commonly. Dark red leaves with thick swollen leaves, material leaves for crafting items, exceedingly rare to... Oh, they're rare to find, huh? I guess that could just be like, oh, it's crucible power, and that's why they're rare. It's like crucible leaves. Maybe that's the idea. Anyway, let's go check those red flowers real quick. But then I'm ending things, chat. So again, thank you all of you for coming. Really happy to have you all checking in on me for my first stream back after a week. Again, sorry for having to be out for so long. Was not my intention, but that's kind of how things work out sometimes. Very low to the ground flowers. I think they didn't even model any stems for them. They just made the flowers and have them slightly float above the ground. Yeah, it looks like that. Look at some of the angles. Very bright red, though. And they apparently don't get snow covered as easily. Uh-huh. And we don't see these next to these other trees in the rivers. Right? So I wonder why this river is special, because it's under the daylight sun, maybe? Beneath the crucible? Very curious. Now I want pizza. Great night, thanks for having us. It's a good stream. Thanks, guys. It's really wonderful. Anyway, we're gonna end things here. I hope that you liked me taking that zoom in for you, Xavier. Alright. They're only around these trees, the shape and shade. Gotcha. Good to know. Anyway, bye-bye, everybody. See ya.